Hey guys, what's going on? Dilksy here, and welcome back to another video, guys. This is a just random kind of explanation video for basically I got an email slash inbox or whatever you want to call it from someone who wanted me to try and explain how you can make money on YouTube, because obviously they didn't understand it. Maybe they just needed some kind of information on it. Also, this is for you, random person. Basically how you earn money on YouTube is you monetize your videos to put adverts on them. So for example, on this video right now, you will, if you don't have ad blocker or anything like that kind of plugin extension or whatever you use, you'll get an ad on this video. And basically that ad will, well, for one, if it's on there and it if it's one at the start and you have to skip it, then you've seen it. If you click it, and this is where I get a bit foggy at, I think if you click the ad, you get more money for if they click it, kind of thing. So, for example, if you get the one that appears at 10 seconds and then it's just a little box that you just click off, if you accidentally click that, then I would get more money. That's basically how it works. So, in terms of how many ads, how much money you get per ad, it all varies. It's all very weird. It's basically it can be done by the demographics. So for example, someone who watches my video from the UK, they might get a certain ad that's relevant to the UK. If you're watching, for example, Croatia, then there might be only a small amount of companies that release adverts to be put on YouTube, and therefore it might be a different amount of money I would get for which advert happens. So I think the big ones are the UK and the US, and I think Canada. I think Canada are the three big ones that if I get views from there, then I get more money. So obviously, you got to take that into consideration. If you're a foreign YouTuber, someone who doesn't speak English, then maybe it's an idea to try and learn English, and then you get some English viewers, you get some people from the US, because obviously English is the only language that we learn. So if for example, I'm not going to watch a video that's completely in Spanish, unless I wanted to try and learn Spanish, but then I wouldn't really watch a random commentary on someone speaking Spanish. I would just learn Spanish, I suppose. So yeah, it all depends on demographics as well. So then I'm talking minuscule amount of money here, guys. So this is literally 0.0001 kind of thing per ad. So obviously, to earn a lot of money off YouTube, you need to get a lot of views, and that can either come with more content. So do 3 videos a day kind of thing, and you get 100 views on each, and then eventually that would build up. Or you get just 1 video a day that gets 1,000 views, and then obviously that's a lot of money. Also, you can do both. You can do, that's a good way to grow your channel, is to do a lot of content each day and keep it consistent, and your views will slowly, or maybe just somehow just spark into life, and you get loads of views and stuff. So that's how it works. How you can get screwed over by this is with networks and stuff like that. Because obviously with monetization, you can do it anyway with YouTube. That's fine. I'm pretty sure there's some iffy things in terms of gameplay videos. I think especially with the new system, a lot of your stuff will get flagged for copyright because YouTube don't have the same licenses that gaming networks do. So for example, if you get partnered with YouTube, then for example, if you do a COD commentary, it might be the fact that you get a copyright claim on it, and that can cause obviously some problems, and you won't be able to put ads on it, and you lose the ability to earn revenue off of that. So maybe I didn't explain that too clearly. So basically, you can have a partnership with YouTube, and then you get a partnership with a gaming network, which is linked in with YouTube. So for example, some of the gaming networks would be Machinima, Fullscreen, Social Blade, TGN, Yoush, Awesomeness TV. These are all networks that have licenses with developers and publishers, and will also offer different contract deals, some kind of a revenue split to help them earn money and make it viable for them to be a business. But yeah, that's basically how it works. I'm pretty sure anyway. I know that some people do just get YouTube partnered, but then you also are relying on YouTube solely. So there isn't any kind of promotion, there isn't any kind of collaboration, there's no forum, that you can go on, and that's why a lot of people go to these networks. Like for me, for example, I went to Awesomeness. There wasn't a forum there. I went there to kind of just try and see what's going on. I'd never been in a network before, so it was quite interesting for me, but it wasn't for me, so I've left it. So obviously that's one thing. So yeah, in terms of monetization, that's how you do it. You put an ad on your video, you then get money depending on how many views you get and where the person is watching it from, and if they click it. And obviously the big ones that can cause problems is, one, ad blocker. Ad blocker is the killer right now, because obviously more people use it every day, less and less ads get watched, less and less revenue gets earned, more and more YouTubers get frustrated with ad blocker, and even though they don't say it, it's just a common courtesy, so that if you're a YouTuber, you disable ad block on YouTube. If you watch a lot of live streams and you have certain streamers who you like, then you can disable it as well. And obviously for me, I'm not bothered. I'm not too bothered right now. It would be nice if people disabled ad blocker for my channel, or whatever ad blocker you use. I'm just using ad blocker as a big term. Obviously there's so many different ones, and that's the major issue. There's so many of them, and they're all sort of illegal. I'm surprised that Google or YouTube or the big companies haven't exactly tried to shut these things down, because at the end of the day, it's costing a lot of money for the industry. So yeah, I mean, ad blocker is a big one. Then you've got obviously copywriting stuff. So for example, if you put music over your video and you don't have a license for it, or if you get told it's free non-copyright music or something like that, and you haven't actually done your research into it, then especially with YouTube's new system, you could possibly get a copyright claim from the person who made that music, saying you're not allowed to use that actually, and you're not allowed to earn money off of it, so I'm going to take that. And then that's when you get the copyright ID claim. Obviously these are fine, they won't impact your channel a lot. However, if you get too many of them, or if some of them are quite severe, for example, if you just literally re-upload Eminem, for example, that could be a instant copyright strike on your channel. It completely screws you for earning any kind of money on any of your videos, and then you also you would also breach your contract with the gaming network by doing this, because also you get linked in with them. So if you get a copyright strike, boom, there goes your partnership as well. And I'm pretty sure it depends on how severe the copyright strike is, or how many you get, but it depends on how long you get the strike for. So for example, if you do it on one video, then you might get it for only 6 months. If you do it again, that could be up to a year. If you do it again, then you could be looking at getting your whole account just completely deleted and terminated. So keep an eye on copyright, guys. It's a really big thing. And if you want me to go over it in more detail, the copyright thing, then just let me know in the comments below, and I can explain it a bit better. So I think that's pretty much it. In terms of the gaming networks, obviously I said that they have a revenue split. Basically what I meant by this was when you sign up to the contracts, different networks offer different things to compete with other networks. So for example, I'm not sure whether these details are correct, so don't quote me on this, but there's Fullscreen, which is a network that literally the only requirement I can tell is that you have to have good quality on your videos, and obviously they review it, they look at your channel and go, okay, he's pretty good, okay, we'll accept him, and see how we go. Obviously that's like low end of the spectrum, but they're still a good network, don't get me wrong. All these networks are good, really, in certain ways. Then you've also got higher end ones, so like the next one up would probably be like Social Blade RPM, who have I think it's 80 views a day / 3,000 a month kind of thing, so that comes in about here for that. So you have to get that requirement to apply for the network, and then there's still no guarantee that you do it, because obviously you could have one massive video that gets 200,000 views, and then you get that like 500 views a day, but then they might not accept you because it's only that one video that's actually earning money, and at the end of the day, that video will eventually dry out. You'll eventually, you don't get that many subs from doing that kind of content, and so yeah, they might not accept you on that kind of thing. So if you're thinking about that, if you're thinking about doing just, like a prank video that will hopefully get you loads of views, it's not a good system, and you should really think about how you're going to actually, keep the subs there, perhaps, if you guys are going to try and do that. Or, I mean, in terms of like the actual quality of the content that you produce with that, make sure it's really good. At the end of the day, if it's funny and a lot of people find it funny, then they might subscribe to it, and then you say, oh yeah, I'm going to do another one tomorrow kind of thing, and then they'll subscribe. That's a good system in terms of if you're going to try and do that. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, in terms of speaking about monetization and how it works. Hopefully this is all kind of cleared up for anyone who was quite unsure over what goes on YouTube and in terms of how people make money. So thanks a lot for watching, and see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.